Hello Skylarks and Swallows, how are you today? Did you have a good weekend? I wonder what you got up to. Now we're here today to have another story, and we're just by Forest School. Something very funny's just happened. I was trying to read the story and something fell down from the tree and hit me on the shoulder. So we had to start again. So hopefully it's not going to happen again. Right, the story we have got today is called Stanley's Stick. I wonder what Stanley likes to do with his stick. Shall we find out? This story is written by John Higley and illustrated by Neil Layton. So Stanley's Stick. Stanley stands on Stockport Station with his stick. Stanley always carries his stick with him. And there he is with his stick. Stanley's stick was once part of something tall and grand, and it will never return. But it can still be a stick as best as it can. Stanley has a lot of stick activity, like pretending the stick is a whistle or a banana that is quite straight. You don't have to be great to be great. Like pretending the stick is a match to catch the world aflame. There is game after sticky game. Look, it's a dinosaur that isn't extinct. It's a Stickosaurus. Well, I wonder if you might find a Stickosaurus somewhere. Stanley has tried out some names for his stick, like Starry and Moon, but those names were all the wrong shape. For a while he liked Stirry, but that is better for a spoon. Stanley's stick is good for writing in the sand, in languages only Stanley can understand. Or do you like writing in the sand? It's fun, isn't it, writing in the sand? And 4 times now he has used his stick to pick up slugs from pathway, platform and pavement, thus saving them from a fate worse than feet. Well, he is saving that slug with his stick. Stanley's friend Bertie has some string, and sometimes they tie the string to the stick's end and go pretend fishing. Because the fish are pretend, no fish get hurt, says Bertie. Well, that's a good idea, isn't it, having it in the bucket? So here is Stanley standing on the station, taking his stick for a short stay at the side of the sea with his mum and dad. The train pulls in. And look, it takes them all the way over to this beach here. Down at the sea, Stanley goes down to the side of the tide. His folks take stock of Stanley standing in the sand, stick in hand. What is he doing? Do you know what he's doing? Maybe the boy thinks it is time for the stick to be taken for someone else to enjoy. Stanley hurls his stick into the wide tide. Oh, gosh! With a tiny splosh for something that has been so big in Stanley's days. Oh, so he's throwing it so that someone else can enjoy it. He's sharing it, isn't he, with the world? The sea picks up the stick and tucks it into itself. Stanley is stickless. The next morning, back at their spot on the beach, the tide is out. Stanley treads towards the spreading sea. Boats ride sea back out on the distance. Stanley decides to look for interesting, what do you think he's going to look for? Sticks. For other sticks which have been carried twiggy back upon the turning tide. Soon he stumbles upon a stick alone upon the shore. It is quite different from the stick he had before. It is wonky The stick is an unusual saxophone. Stanley thinks of home and begins to blurt a tune for Bertie. Oh, so different shaped sticks can do different things, can't they? Now, Stanley stares at the sea through his stick telescope. It is wonky. And this stick, Stanley knows the name of. It is called, what do you think it might be called? It is called Fantastic. Oh wow, he must really like that stick, mustn't he? And here it's being used to help the sail stay up for the boat. Stanley's Fantastic. There we go. So maybe you might like to go hunting for a stick, and you can decide what your stick can be used for. It can be used for lots of things, can't it? Probably more than one thing as well. Right, well, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and if you do go hunting for sticks, have lots of fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye!